Hi Capricorn, this is KACEE with your July monthly reading. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome to all the new viewers. SHAE and I are so happy to have all of you here with us. She will have a different video that's going to pop up at the end of this one for your sign, so please check for that. The first two cards I'm going to pull will be for your energy for the month. Alright, I think that's the card. Cornucopia, beautiful energy. This is the abundance card. This is where everything is coming up. You know, you have the fruits of your labor right in front of you. You've worked very, very hard, guys. This is where things are going to start to pay off. Let me pull a major arcana to clarify that energy. Let's see, Capricorn, what we have for you. Wow, you have the Sun card. Look at those beautiful cards together. So the Sun is what made all this successful for you. The Sun is a success card. It's also about warmth, vitality, renewal, rejuvenation. This is where you can reinvent yourself from what you've done because you have a lot of stuff behind you, a lot of knowledge, a lot of security. Stuff is really coming up for you right now. I see duality in this card because of the two babies. So you may be working really hard and balancing a lot of things that are important to you. You could have a lot of different jobs or taking a lot of different courses at school. You know, there's a lot of different aspects to this. This is a general read, so apply the messages how they fit for you. All right, these cards are going to be your advice or challenges for the month. Suffering in silence. Movement, choices, and decisions. And truth. Well, when I see the suffering in silence, that is a heartbreak card for me. That is when you're very quiet about your deep inner feelings and desires. There's a lot of choices ahead of you, which is represented with movement, choices, and decisions. You have a lot of doors, a lot of opportunities, a lot of new things that are interesting you. But you have to speak with your true inner calling. You have to listen and speak truthfully to yourself and really be on board with what you're doing. You know, when we suffer in silence, we need to give that a voice. We need to give that energy a voice. We have to discuss it. We have to embrace that pain so we can let it go. And that's speaking our truth. That's listening to our inner voice. And I believe that you need to find the truth in a situation, whether it's why it's making you suffer in silence or it's those choices that you're facing right now. What is true for you? How do you get out of this energy? How do you move forward with all these different things coming at you, whether they're jobs, people, school, travel, whatever it is that is opening up for you, you have to pick which one is best for you right now because they may all look great. Okay, they may look all wonderful, but only one of them is what you need to work with, and you have to be really honest with yourself as to which one you're going to work through right now. Which blessing are you going to take? Which opportunity are you going to take now so that you can build on that, so you can get the abundance of everything? You're going to be very successful if you follow your true path and you're honest with yourself. If you're in a job right now that may pay really well, and it gives your family all the security and abundance that you can have. You know, the bills are paid, the kids are going to a nice school, you're driving a nice car, you have the 401, but you're really, really miserable. It's not the field you want to be in, or it's not matching your beliefs. Because sometimes we can get into jobs that really are not beneficial to our belief system. You know, there's always that aspect as well. You know, look for different opportunities. Honor your truth. You may have to start at the bottom of another company in order to be able to be happy with yourself and be happy where you work. And I'm using that as an example because a lot of us can get stuck in jobs that they pay really well, but you lose something. You know, I heard it on TV one day that this job is killing my soul. And some jobs can do that because they're not part of your belief systems. I mean, if you're very political and you believe this certain thing, but you're working for the enemy, that is going to tear you up inside. So that's where I was going with that, a long way. But I'm going to pull some more obstacles and challenges cards from a different deck. All right, well, this one wants to come out. And we have the Palace of Coins. Kind of what I was saying, you know, there's the stability in that, and there's a lot of financial benefits to it. You know, you have the money, you have everything flourishing. Is this really where you want to be? Four of Wands, that is having a new passion, looking forward, being very balanced, being very excited with those wands, celebrating happy home, happy marriage, happy environment in all aspects. Very balanced, beautiful energy. And they're very intense when they're next to each other, just so you know that the Palace of Coins and the Four of Wands, very intense driving energy. Here we have the Page of Swords in the upright. Now this is a very talkative energy. This is very energetic energy. This energy wants to get things done and get moving, and they're doing it with their mental abilities. They're really pulling things together. They're really trying to figure out how they're going to get to the end game. So this is where you're putting on your thinking cap and you're really going really hard to get what the new opportunity is. You're deciding very hard what it is that you want to do, what's going to bring you the best pleasure, what's going to bring you the best finances. You guys have the Fool card. Love the Fool card. All about new beginnings. It's all about taking that risk, being that free spirit, and really taking the world and looking at it from different perspectives and trying to figure out what you want to do next and being very excited about that. And this is not something that you're going to take unnecessary risks. This is something that you're going to plan out very nicely, but you're going to be a free spirit about it. You know, you are an earth sign, and Capricorns like to, you know, get their agenda set before they move forward. And that's what's giving me the impression with the Page of Swords, because he's getting everything ready. He's talking about it. He's very articulate about what he wants. He's getting things rolling. He's getting things moving. Here we have the Knight of Cups. This can be a new offer, an emotional offer, a heartfelt offer. Someone could be apologizing as to why you're feeling the suffering in silence card as well. Four of Swords is taking care of yourself, taking that time to rest and do the rejuvenation, and really do the meditation and think about what you're doing. But you're taking care of yourself. You're putting yourself first, which is very important, because I believe that you need to speak your truth. Queen of Cups coming in reverse is talking about codependency. So we want to make sure that we are not codependent on anyone or anything as we make these decisions, that we're going to make these decisions for ourselves and for the greater good, as I like to point out. Because if it's something that is not for the benefit of everyone, we want to kind of rethink it and make sure it's not something that we're just using our ego-based energy on. We want to make sure it's going to benefit everyone around us. Now, it's okay to rely on other people, but we want to make sure that we're not codependent, that we are able to make these decisions for ourselves, because that is what is being asked of us. We need to speak our own truth. We can't always have everybody else with us on our path. Sometimes we have our own visions that we have to pursue on our own. Because if you're not, the Ten of Cups comes in the reverse, and this is unhappy family, unhappy marriage, breakdown in communication. Things are not stable. They're not happy because you're not listening to what Spirit is asking you to do. You're not speaking your truth. You're suffering in silence. But I believe that there's going to be some new offers. You know, you may offer yourself a new path. You may offer yourself a new way of thinking. And I think that that would be important right here. Now you have the Empress, which is another card right here about abundance. Starting something new, being very fertile in what you're doing. This could have to do with your family as well. But this also has to do with what you're going to create and what you're going to put out there for yourself. Ten of Wands in reverse is going to talk about letting go of baggage that you don't need to carry on anymore. If you notice the Fool, he doesn't have any baggage. Okay, he's not carrying anything from the past with him as he moves forward and he's doing these new things. He's letting that all stay behind him. So that's what we want to do here, is let go of things that we don't need to carry forward anymore. Stuff that other people have put on us, things that we have talked down to ourselves that we put on us, that we have to kind of raise our vibration out of that and let things go the way they're supposed to go. Let other people handle their own messes sometimes too. So we have to, you know, think about that, because they have to learn their own journey. And if we keep saving them, they're not going to learn anything. So I believe that right now you have to save yourself, and you have to listen to what is being said to you, whether you're doing it to yourself or other people are kind of putting blocks up. We have to get past that and listen to our inner truth, listen to our inner calling, and speak our truth. If we really want to do this, if we want to take that next adventure and try for this job that may seem like it's out of reach, go for it. Make sure that you are very secure in where you are right now, which is represented with the Palace of Coins and the Four of Wands. But we have to go after what we want. If it's divinely motivated, you will be very, very successful, because that is the path we're supposed to be on. If you ever notice, sometimes we think we want something really, really bad, and every single thing that we try to do to get there, we're blocked. It's like, say you wanted this great car, you know, you can't find the right year, you can't find the right financing, it's the wrong color, it's everything, there's wrong, but in your mind you think that's exactly what you want. That's kind of spirit telling you, no, don't do that. And they have a reason for it, and they kind of show you down different paths, and being the ego people that we are on the earthly plane, we kind of ignore that. That's the time that we really need to listen, because if there's too many blocks, that's not where we need to go right now. But we're going somewhere, guys, because you have the Chariot, all about moving forward, new energy, being very, very much in control, taking the reins and going for what you want. So if there's something out there that you've been mulling over and you're really putting everything into place because you're not happy where you are now, this is where you're going to do that research. This is where you're going to jump in, and you're not going to, like I said, Page of Swords and the Fool together is telling me that you're going to think this through very, very carefully. You're going to make sure that this is exactly what you want and how you want to do it, because you've already suffered. So when you get this new opportunity, you're going to be jumping on it, because it's going to be balanced. You'll be able to speak your truth. You're going to be able to raise your vibration, find that joy back again. This is very intense energy. This is all about where you've been and where you're going. And you're going to honor you. And that's the most important part, Capricorn. Let's see what your oracle messages are. Denial. You know, I'm going to put this over here next to suffering and silence. Denial is talking about you denying yourself things that you really want. Denial is thinking that you can't do it. Denial is listening to the naysayers. This is where you have to get rid of that energy and take that leap of faith into something new, so that you make you happy. You know, raise your vibration, get close to the source. As I always say, ask the angels for help. Ask your guides to step in, because they're waiting in the wings, waiting for us to ask, because we have the free will. So we can make good and or bad choices, and they can't step in. But if we ask them to put us on the right path so that we are going to be happy, raising our vibration, take care of our family, be abundant in our finances, in our foundations, they'll be happy to show us which way to go. But we can't block them with our ego. We can't be like, no, I know better. This looks better than this. You know, they're trying to show us exactly where we're supposed to go. And we're supposed to take those tests and have faith with what they're asking us to do, because we have to remember, they can see the bigger picture. We can't. We just know from what we are experiencing here and now, and what we've been through in the past. Now, we don't want to make the same mistakes again, but they're giving you a new opportunity. They feel like you've already suffered enough. You've been in denial enough. You have a new opportunity that's coming in. They're offering you something that's wonderful, and you just don't need to be codependent, which I believe that that's kind of why you're suffering, is that you're codependent on someone or something in order for you to feel secure. But you can feel secure in your own right, because you're just as powerful as anyone else, and you know that. Your angel message today is organic foods, and it reads, Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for supporting my desire to consume and use organic products. This is telling me that you are going to feed yourself the good things. And this is going to be spiritually, it's going to be with your diet, it is going to be with how you speak to yourself, how you pump yourself up so that you're able to do this new thing. You're going to get rid of energy of things holding you down, which is represented here with the 10 of Wands. You're going to be able to let that go and really start new and be that free spirit, and all that beautiful energy that's going to follow with that is going to raise your vibration, and you'll find that joy. You have the success card, guys. So whatever you're working on right now, keep going, keep moving forward, because you are on the right path. Like I said, listen to the angels and invite them in. Make it easy on yourself, okay? Don't fight them because they know what's going on. I would love to hear from you guys, whether you want to leave a comment or shoot me an email at sistersvisiontarot@gmail.com. I would love to know where you guys are at right now. Thank you so much for letting me read for you today. I really appreciate it. It's always an honor. I would also like to have you guys back, so please like and subscribe. Take care.